Reading from the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, the Madhya Lila, chapter 24, verse 213. I will read the 13, 34 and 15, because only 15 have a purport. Title of chapter is the 61 explanations of the Atmarama verse by Lord Chaitanya. You repeat after me. Udaran Upasate Ya Rishivatmasu Kurpa Drisha Udaram Upasate Ya Rishivatmasu Kurpa Drisha Udaram Upasate Ya Upasate Yari Shivatma Sukurpa Drisha Harisara Padatim Hridayam Harunayo Dharan Harisara Padatim Hridayam Harunayo Dharan Sarabhadhatim Hridaya Marunayo Dharam Tata Udaga Ananta Dava Dhamma Shiraha Paramam Tata Udaga Dananta Vadhama Shira Paramam Tata Udaga Dananta Vadhama Shira Paramam Patanti Kirtantamukhe Punarihayat Samitya Napatanti Kirtantamukhe Punarihayat Samitya Napatanti Kirtantamukhe Upasate ya Rishivatma Sukurpa Drisha Parisara Padatim Hridaya Marunayo Dharam Tata Udaga Dharam Tata Vadham Shira Padmam Punariyat Samitya Napatanti Kirtantamukhe Mataji's. Udharvasate Arishivatma Sukurpadrisha Parisarasadatim Hridayam Arunayodharam Tataudagadanam Tataudhanam Shiraparam I think that the meters of Brahma Sahita is better, but word by word. Apicha, or na, not, vigraha, both, sala vigraha, adok, anyatamaha. Confirm is different, yes? Yeah. Udaran, the abdomen. Vasati, worship. Ye, those who. Rishvatmasu, on the pet market. Out by the great saintly persons. Kurpadrishaha, too long. Whose vision is grossly situated in the body, conception of life. Okay, book. Parisara Padadim, from which the system of the arteries comes. Hridayam, the heart. Arunaya, saintly persons headed by Arunarish. Naharan, the sky. Within the heart. The subtle conception of the super soul. Within the heart. Tataha, from that. Udagat, went up. Ananta, all unlimited one. Tava, your. Dhamma, place. Shiraha, the top of the head. Paramam, supreme. Punaha, again. Iha, in this material world. Yat, which. Samitya, having achieved. Not. Atanti, found down. Krita antamukhe, in the repetition of birth and death. Okay, the translation is ready. Let's go it. Those who fall on the path of great saintly mystic yogis take the yoga gymnastic process and begin worshipping from the abdomen, where it is said that Brahman is located. Such people are called Sharkaraksha, which means that they are situated in the gross body conception. There are also followers of the Rishi known as Aruna. Following his path, they absorb the activities of the arteries. Thus they gradually rise to the heart, where subtle Brahman, Paramatma, is situated. They then worship him, or unlimited Ananta. Better than these persons are the mystic yogis who worship you from the top of their heads. beginning with the abdomen and proceeding through the heart. They reach the top of the head and pass through the Brahmarandha, famous cave on the head, the hole at the top of the skull. Thus, the yogis attain the perfectional platform and do not enter the cycle of birth and death again. Okay, this is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, chapter 8, 7, verse 18. This is a verse, very interesting chapter. This chapter presents the prayers by the personified Vedas, glorifying the personal and impersonal aspects of Lord Narayana. Okay, this verse don't have a purport. We read the two next verse. Verse 14. Dehadami karma nishta yagyek kalijana satsami karma tyaji kalaya bhajana. Those who are in the bodily conception may engage in fruitive activity. Those who perform yagas and ritualistic ceremonies are also considered in the same category. However, when such persons come in contact with the true Lord, they give up their fruitive activity and fully engage in the service of the Lord. Verse 15. Karmani asmin anashvase dhuma dhurmatmanam bhavam apayayati govinda pada padma savam madhu. Translation. We have just begun performing this fruitive activity, a sacrificial fire, but due to the many imperfections in our action, we are not certain of its results. Our bodies have become black from the smoke, but we are factually pleased by the nectar of the lotus feet of the person of Godhead, Govinda, which you are distributing. Now, finally, purport by His Divine Grace, Bhacharya Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada aqui. This verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, chapter 18, verse 12, was spoken to Sutta Goswami at the meeting of the great sages at Naimisharanya, headed by Shanaka Rishi. The great sages were headed by Shanaka, and Sutta Goswami was speaking of the glorious activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. At that meeting, at the time, all the rishis assembled there neglected to complete the ritualistic ceremonies because there was no positive assurance of the results. All the performers were coated with black ash due to the large amount of smoke coming from the fire. It's too much smoke. Everybody have, if you need it, of Russian translation, don't look at the phone, the message. Om Gyanat Mirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurnivitanjana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistan Saptanina Bhutare Swayamrutakala Mahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutare Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namne Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashtati Yeshitarni Vanchakalpatarjascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jaya Sadadadha Shivasani Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Good morning to everyone. Thanks to coming for the Sri Chaitanya lecture. The authorized biography of Lord Chaitanya by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. So we are in the Madhya Lila, in the middle, Madhya, and Lord Chaitanya are instructing Sanatana Goswami, one of his main disciples, one of the main of six Goswamis from Vrindavan. And Sanatana Goswami stay very curious about the Atmarama verse, because Lord Chaitanya did a commentary, an interpretation by this verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, and Sanatana Goswami are very anxious to hear about Lord Chaitanya from this. So this whole chapter, 24 chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita explains about the verse Atmarama. So it's very good for us starting with this verse. So verse Atmarama is verse 10, chapter 7, Canto 1, beginning of the Srimad Bhagavatam, verses Sutta Uvacha, Atmaramasya Munayo Nighanta Pi Urukrame Kurvanta Haitukim Bhaktim Itam Bhutta Guno Harihi. Sutta Goswami said, all different varieties of Atmaramas, those who take pleasure in Atma or spirit self, in himself, especially those established on the path of self-realization, though free from all kinds of material bondage, desire to render unalloyed devotional servant to the person of Godhead. This means that the Lord possesses transcendental qualities and therefore can attract everyone, including liberated souls. So, this is a very, very important verse, Atmarama. The goal of this verse is a glorification of the bhakti process. And this verse also establishes the superiority of bhakti process regarding another process, karma, jnana, and yoga. Okay, we have a summary commented by Srila Prabhupada from the very, very interesting book, The Teaching of Lord Chaitanya. As Srila Prabhupada did the Krishna book, because he not have certain if he will survive to comment the Bhagavatam completely in unhappy. If not, yes, the 10th canto is commented by disciples. Prabhupada had not so sure if he will do the commentary and translation of Chaitanya Charitamrita, because this needed this summary, the teaching of Lord Chaitanya. It's a very, very special book. So in this book, Prabhupada comments this section, this chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita. The general meaning of this verse is that those who are liberated souls and are fully satisfied within themselves will eventually become devotees of the Lord. This especially describes the impersonalists who have no information of the Supreme Person of Godhead. They try to remain satisfied with the impersonal Brahman. But Krishna is so attractive and so strong that he attracts their minds. And this is the root of the word Krishna, Krishna, Karshan, like the how called the tool, the instrument of Lord Balarama, the plum.
The plow.
Plum. Yes, the function of this is this is movement, like in the earth. Yes, cultivate the earth. Same thing. The word karshan means all attractive, or that attract all things. This is Krishna. Krishna is the all attractive, because Krishna had the potency to attract the heart of the all peoples, all persons. When more purified are our consciousness, more we feel attracted by Krishna. Because Krishna is the root of all attraction, all things attracted. Lord Chaitanya had previously explained this verse to the great Vedantist Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Sanatana Goswami, after taking lessons from Lord Chaitanya, referred to this incident and prayed to the Lord to again explain the Atmarama verse. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj, the author of the Chaitanya Charitamrita, appreciating the Lord's explanation of the Atmarama verse, has glorified Lord Chaitanya in a prayer. So this is an introduction by Bhaktivinoda Thakur for this chapter, for his commentary. I forget the name. According to Sri Sanatana Goswami's request, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained the well-known Srimad Bhagavatam verse beginning Atmaranas Chamanaya. He explained this verse in 61 different ways. He analyzed all the words and described each word with its different connotations. Adding the words cha and api, he described all the different meanings of the verse, and then concluded that different class of transcendentalists, Jnana kinds yogis, utilized this verse according to their own interpretation. Yes, because this Saryama, this fighting between the pants have the necessity of explaining very nice, very clear this verse. But if they would give up this process and surrender to Krishna as indicated by the verse itself, they would be able to comprehend the real meaning of the verse. Amrita Pravahya Pasha, the commentary of Bhaktivinoda Thakur by this Chaitanya. So, the verse Atmarama is a direct justification of Srimad Bhagavatam to the approximately 8,000 sages who were at Naimisharanya. If even great transcendentalists completely purified are attracted by the narration of Lord Krishna's Lila, as Shukadeva Goswami and four Kumaras, how can they be worldly or material? Even Atmaramas, the great souls who take pleasure only in their own consciousness, are attacked by the narration of Lord Krishna's pastimes. But conversely, the opposite, even the opposite never happens. Even great bhaktas are never attracted by impersonal meditation immersion into the Brahman effulgence. Yes? The topmost of the consciousness, the more purified platform of the consciousness. Pure consciousness means Krishna consciousness. So when our consciousness is totally pure, totally clear, our consciousness is Krishna consciousness. Our consciousness see that Krishna himself, Vasudeva. But the opposite, our consciousness, when are totally pure, never feel attractions by the merge in the impersonal Brahman. But the persons that the realization of the impersonal Brahman, if they have association with pure devotees, they can feel, they arise in his hearts the attraction to Krishna, to Bhakti Yoga. So this is me, myself, very nice photograph. The Lord has established the import of the 11 words in that Atmarama verse And then he began to further explain the verse as follows. The word Brahman means the greatest in all respects, because the impersonalists translate Brahman like Brahmajot, but no, in this verse, Brahman means Krishna. The Lord is the greatest in all places. No one can excel him in wealth. No one can excel him in strength. No one can excel him in fame. No one can excel him in beauty. No one can excel him in knowledge. No one can excel him in renunciation. Thus, the word Brahman actually indicates the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. In the Vishnu Purana, the word Brahman is said to indicate the greatest of all, the Supreme Lord, who has the greatest spans with no limit. One may conceive of Brahman's greatness, yet this greatness grows in such a way to no one can estimate how great he actually is. This quote from Srila Prabhupada in the book Lord, Teachings of Lord Chaitanya, chapter 15. Great sage, this is in Srimad Bhagavatam, this is the commentary, the purport of Srila Prabhupada to the verse of Tirmarama in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Great sages such as the four backward devotees, Sanaka, Sanatana, Sananda, and Sanat Kumara, were attacked by the fragrance of flowers, the tulsi, tulsi leaves and flowers. Tulsi have very, very small flowers. He don't have any jars. No, this is good. The devotees take care very properly for tulsi, because we don't have any jars. Tulsi leaves anointed with the pulp of sandalwood offered at the Lord's feet of the Lord. Similarly, Shukadeva Goswami is attracted by the transcendental pastimes of Lord. When Shukadeva Goswami was in the forest and he heard one verse of the 10th canto, he immediately smelled your heart and he come back to home to meet with Vyasadeva to hear more and more the Srimad Bhagavatam. Shukadeva Goswami was already situated in the liberated stage. He was in the Brahman conception. He was totally liberated beyond of the three gunas. Yet he was attracted by the pastimes of the Lord. This proves that the quality of these pastimes has nothing to do with material affinity. Similarly, the young cows themselves were attracted by the bodily features of the Lord, and Rukmini was attracted by hearing about the glories of the Lord. Lord Krishna attracts even the mind of the goddess of her chin. Everybody wants the favors of the goddess of her chin, but Krishna attracted herself. He attracts in special cases the mind of all young girls. He attracts the minds of the elder ladies, especially Mathura in Dwarka, by parental affection. He attracts the minds of the males in the humors of servitude and friendship. Okay. Who are these Atmaramas? Prabhupada quoted about Shukadeva Goswami for Kumaras, but in the chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is very explicitly, very clear that these Atmaramas are Shukadeva Goswami for Kumaras, Vyasadeva, Maitreya Muni, Vyasa Shuka, Sanakadira, Prasida Bhajana, Nirganta Stavaladira, Shunami Varana. The devotional service of Vyasa, Shuka, and four Kumaras has already been well celebrated. Now, let me explain how immovable living entities like trees and plants engage in the Lord's devotional service. So, I personally have a question for you. So, what does today's verse quoted from Srimad Bhagavatam talk about? the first verse that you will read, what the verse explain?
How bhakti is superior to every other process, and
Okay, I will read.
the Admirano verse of that.
Not the verse of tomorrow, but the verse of today. Oh, I close book
But this is from Chaitanya Charitamrita.
from Srimad Bhagavatam. I will read the verse. Not the fact that I ask it. And read the verse again. Those who follow the path of great saintly mystic yogi take the yoga gymnastic, ironic process, and begin worshiping from the abdomen where it is said the Brahman is located. Such people are called Sarkarakra, which means that they are situated in the gross bodily conception. They are also followers of the rich known as Aruna. So what is the process? Following his path, they absorb the activities of the arteries. Thus, they gradually rise the heart where the subtle Brahman Paramatma is situated. What is this process? This process I mentioned is the process of the mystic yoga or Dhyana yoga, how Krishna called it in Bhagavad Gita, or Ashtanga yoga, the yoga of 8 parts that is very mechanical, is very individualistic process. But the previous verse refers to the mechanical and individualistic process of yoga as accessible to those who are in the bodily concept of life. Now, one in the bodily conception worships his own body as Brahman, but when he comes in contact with a devotee, this is very important, yes? When he comes in contact with a devotee, bhakti arises in your heart only with the association with devotees. Brahmanda Brahmite, Kona Bhagavan Jiva, Guru Krishna Prasadipai Bhatsalatamiya. Only with the associate, only when we met with the devotee, only this can arise, wake up the bhakti in our heart. He gives up the mistaken idea and engages himself in devotional service of the Lord Krishna. Basically, the difference between yoga and bhakti is yoga is a mechanical, individualistic process because in yoga I do this process with my effort. In bhakti we abandon our effort and what we do in bhakti. In bhakti we abandon our individualistic efforts and we totally depend on Sri Krishna. Verse 213 becomes Shastric evidence for this statement, and verse 214 explains that only association with pure devotees can free one from all other materialistic conceptions like karma, jnana, or yoga. Verse 214. Those who are in the bodily conception mainly engage in fruitive activities. Those who perform yagas and ritualistic ceremonies are also considered in the same category. The sage of Naimisharanya before the meeting with Sutta Goswami. However, when such persons come in contact with pure devotee, they give up their fruitive activity and fully engage in the service of the Lord. Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Yana Yogina Sankhina Dhanavrata Tapo Dwarahi Vyakya Swadhyaya Sannyasa Sannyasahi Prapnuyat one engages with great endeavor in the mystic yoga system, philosophical speculation, charity, vows, penances, ritualistic sacrifices, teaching of the mantras to others, personal study of the Vedas, Swadhyaya, or the renunciant order of life sannyas, still one cannot achieve me. So this is Krishna himself explained to Uddhava in Uddhava Gita. This is a very, very special place in Srimad Bhagavatam. We have the Bhagavad Gita when Krishna explained the philosophy, the Bhakti philosophy to Arjuna and for us. But here is Srimad Bhagavatam, and this is the canto 11. This is the one of last cantos. So here is the conclusion of the Srimad Bhagavatam. So it's very, very important, special moment. And for who Krishna are talking? To Uddhava. Uddhava is one of Krishna's ministers, and Uddhava is so elevated, devoted, that Uddhava have the same characteristics, same features, body features that Lord Shri Krishna. So Uddhava is more advanced than Arjuna. So the knowledge that Krishna gives to Uddhava is more deeper. It's the same, but it's more deeper than the knowledge that was shared with Arjuna. And what means this verse? Here Krishna is explaining all another process like yoga mystic yoga, philosophical speculation, charity, vows, penances, ritualistic sacrifices, teaching of Vedas, study the Vedas, or sannyasa, renuncia, still one cannot achieve me. Only by the bhakti process, the surrender to Krishna, or surrender to pure devotee, the spiritual master, only this process of bhakti can attract us, can approach us to Krishna. Yeah, this is the verse of today, the verse that we studied. We have just begun the performance of the furtive activities, a sacrificial fire, without certainty of its result due to the many imperfections in our action. Our bodies have become black from the smoke, but we are factually pleased by the nectar of the Lord's sweet person of Godhead. Yes, they are for a long, long time make the ritualistic sacrifice, Agnihotres, and the smoke came, and they are black because of the smoke, but they don't know what is the result for this. And what happens? Sutta Goswami, the pure devotee of Krishna, sit down and start displaying of Krishna's lila, Krishna's pastimes. Krishna's lila heard about Guna, Rupa, Nama, and Lila. This is the man produced, this is the man product of Bhakti. This is the food of Bhakti. Guna, Rupa, Nama, and Lila. And when they heard from Sutta Goswami, the devotee, about Krishna's Lila, now they started feeling something, yes? And now they started very clear in their life. Yes? Like our devotees, yes, like the devotees, yes? Devotees before, you know. But many of us, we are doing many things, searching, looking for many things, but we have doubt, yes. Where this thing go take me? But when we start the bhakti, the mind stays satisfied. Oh, this is the way, this is the path, this is the goal. But we are factually pleased by the nectar of the Lord's feet of the person of Godhead, Govinda, which you are distributing. This verse 215 comes from Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter Canto 1, chapter 18, verse 12, where Prabhupada comments. Yes, this is the purport of Prabhupada by this verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. The sages of Naimisharanya were practically suffers from the smoke of sacrificial fire and were dutiful about their result. Everybody in this material think that they will stay happy with the smoke, but after only smoke brings suffering. Yes. But by hearing from realized person like Sutta Goswami, they were fully satisfied. In the Brahma Vaivarta Purana, Vishnu tells Shiva that in the age of Kali, nowadays, men full of entities of various kinds can vainly labor in futilities and philosophical speculations, but when they are engaged in devotional service, the result is sure and certain, and there is no loss of energy. In other words, nothing performed for spiritual realization or for material benefit can be so without devotional service of the Lord. Srila Prabhupada ki, Mahakrishna Srimad Bhagavatam ki. So this is the end. If you have some comments or explanation or criticize.
Mahakrishna, thank you so much for your lecture. The first verse seems to me a bit almost strange, if we can say so, because first it's described how the saintly mystic yogis are actually doing this yogic gymnastics, and they're actually situated in the gross bodily conception. So
What is that? What difficulty?
the first thing is, if they're actually saintly, if they're still in the gross bodily conception, and then immediately they are actually, if they just focus on the heart, not on the abdomen anymore, then they can
because they are
attain the
in
perfection
the
track.
body conception of life. They start to up the kundalini in the abdomen, because here is situated our focus, right? In the belly, because the belly we can feel pleasure by the tongue, yes, the food. This is the main center for the materialistic purpose, and this began the process yoga, and it will go more subtle, and when the energy, the chakra, get this chakra, they can go to the Brahmajyoti. They have the realization of Paramatma, but they have a misconception of Paramatma. They want what they want with Paramatma? Stay together. This is me. I'm together with him. So they want a fusion with Paramatma, and this is not possible. Because they go to Brahmajyoti. They merge in the Brahmajyoti, the impersonal effulgence of Lord Shri Krishna or Paramatma. Even a devotee that submitted in previous life, in previous ages, by this process of mystic yoga, they have the conception that Paramatma is God. I am your servant. With this conception, the mystic yogi, devotee, can get the Vaikuntha planets and become a devotee in Vaikuntha. But the Bhakti Yoga process, not is a body conception. The devotees that are practicing Bhakti Yoga in the advanced stages in Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti, they know your Siddha Deha, your identity in spiritual life, in spiritual world, in Goloka Vrindavana, and they practice this process with your spiritual body in Goloka Vrindavana. Yes, we have many examples of Narottama Das Thakur, Shyamananda Prabhu, and these devotees. In the pure devotional service, not are in the bodily conception, it's totally liberated. Devotees are in spiritual conception. This is difference in the process of the mystic yoga and process of the Analaya Bhakti yoga, in the pure devotional service. That's fine. What's the doubt?
Maybe my question was not nicely formulated. I was asking about the saintly mystic yogis, and they're actually already, like here described, they're saintly, even though they are doing these gymnastic yogas and they're on the bottom platform.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
what does it actually mean? Is it because they already took off the path of spirituality? They are saints still there on the bottom platform, or how can we understand?
Okay. First, they are in bodily conception because this process of mystic yoga, Ashtanga yoga, especially the pranayama and the yoga positions, the hatha yoga, for example, there is a different position of the body. What is the goal of this? The goal of this is control the mind. When you control the mind, you can meditate. Meditate in what? In Paramatma. But the conception of the Paramatma of they is wrong because they want fusion with Paramatma. What is the position of the soul? Jiviraswarupa Krishna Nityadasa. But why they are considered saintly persons? Because of different of materialistic persons. Materialistic persons are involved with the gunas. When I want to enjoy of the material opposite body, this is influence of Rajaguna. If I am very angry and I want to beat in a person, this influence of Tamaguna. Yes, the gunas control our consciousness, the materialistic consciousness. But the yoga mystics, they are saintly persons because by this mechanical, materialistic process, they can get, without of dependence of Krishna, they can go beyond of the influence of the three gunas. They can get the Brahmabhuta platform because these are saintly persons. Yes, in a certain view, they are saintly persons, but in another view, they don't have connection with Krishna. If you don't have a connection with Krishna, this is not good. This is a demonic mentality. This is because of the imbues of Krishna. We want to be Krishna, yes. I want to merge in Paramatma, in Brahmajyoti. I want to be a God. This is the motivation. This is a asuric motivation. Okay? But the devotee, the devotees not try get the self-realization by his effort. Of course, the devotee is very capacity person, yes, very qualified person. Like Prabhupada, like Bhaktivedanta Saraswati is a great intellectual, or Bhaktivinoda Thakur that was a magister, is a judge. They was a very, very qualified persons. But not they want, not is by my effort, not is more my qualification, it's by Krishna's mercy. It's by Krishna's mercy that I will get the Lord's feet. I will serve the Lord's feet of Krishna. It's totally opposite, yes? The yogistic think by my effort, because I'm very expert in do pranayamas, in do this position, I will control my mind. devotee knows the mind is so agitated, so strong, only by the mercy of Krishna. Rishikena. When I dedicate my senses, when I give my senses to Krishna, Krishna, by the process of bhakti, control and give satisfaction for my senses. Totally positive as the mentality. The yogi is very envious of Krishna, and the devotee is a very sweet, is very servant of Krishna. Okay, I will finish here. Thanks for coming. Shri Chaitanya está aqui? Eu permanente. Vou bater também daqui já.
In substance, the the speech is very simple because if you're submitted to Krishna, you
The simplicity
Yes.
came from Krishna.
yes by Krishna's mercy, of
Yeah.
course, your life is successful. Otherwise, it's a failure. Yeah, total failure.
Without Krishna,
Because you don't know that all comes from Krishna.
Mhm.
So, but if you understand it, that all comes from Krishna, so you will be in the right dharma position.
yeah, yeah. This is a
Otherwise, you are lost. And if
These
you
are very
lose
important.
yourself, you are like like when you are like in an ocean when there are huge waves that that will catch you and you can't resist. You
You know,
can't.
this sometimes the material world is compared
Yes,
to our
yes,
ocean,
yes.
big waves,
Yeah.
big
But
sharks.
yes. Material world is complicated because Maya is strong, but Maya is Krishna's energy. It's one of the energies of Krishna.
She
But
can be
she
our
can
enemy, but
be
she
our
can
enemy or
she
or
can-
our friend.
Yes.
It depends. It depends. But if you're totally submitted to Krishna,
Yeah.
so Maya it may be a friend also, because you know that Krishna is your goal, and that's it.
What's
It's
your
very
name?
simple. Bhakta Gabriele.
Gabriele.
Yes, I'm
From
from
Italy?
From Italy. Yes, from
Very
Milan.
nice. Milano.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Italian descent. Probably no. I have an appointment. I
Mm.
will go to Cavarzi in
Where?
Veneto.
Ah, okay. There is a temple also there. In
Veneto?
yes, in Vicenza, near Venice. Near Venice. You may contact them if you go to this website harekrishna.it. You will find all the temples and also the you may write an email or if you tell it to me that you are in Italy, I will tell them, and so they will you will be there without any problems.
How many days you stay here? Yes.
I stay here. I was yesterday and today and tomorrow I will go back to Milan, and we will live together with Bala Mahakrishna, who only that he will go to another place. Yes, and I'll go to Milan, back to Milan. We have a big temple in Bergamo.
Bergamo, know the
yeah.
Hare Krishna village.
Hare Krishna village, yes.
Yes.
Hare Krishna village.
I heard
It's
many
enormous.
glories
It's-
about
yes,
it. Radha
it's
Ramana.
Yes, Shri Radharamana. This is my temple.
You live in there.
I don't live there, but I work. I am an English language teacher, and I live near the temple. So live near the temple, and
In Italy,
of course I
in
have
Nordic,
devotees. Always
the major of peoples
serving Krishna.
the major of peoples in Italy North speaking English or not?
Normally in Italy they speak Italian, but if you speak English, they understand you.
They understand.
They understand you. The problem is that they don't speak with a good accent, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so they commit mistakes. They speak English
too, my English is
in an
very
Italian
bad.
way. Let's say this, but of course they understand what you want to say. Yeah. The problem is just to express opinions, you know, in a good way. They can't do it.
This is our first time here? No.
Yeah, first time. My
Oh,
first time
welcome.
in the Zurich temple. Yeah.
Good. Very nice.
Yes, yeah. Because I met Bhakti Irina in the Harinam in Milan 3 weeks ago, and she invited.
From Croatia? Ukraine?
No, she's from Russia.
Russia.
Yes, she's a friend to Bala Mahaprabhu, and she invited me. Why don't you come to Zurich? We have a temple, so we have you will be with the devotees. Just it's a good experience. I just said, okay, Krishna, if you like it, okay, I'll go to Zurich to serve you and to be with the devotees. So that's why I'm here.
Okay. You take prasad now?
Yes, I know.
Prasad how is here?
Okay, but I go there just and then yes, prasad is inside.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Your name? Bhakta?
Bhakta Gabriel.
Gabriel.
But Gabriele is in Italian. But
Mhm.
Gabriel, you may call me Gabriel.
Okay.
Hare
Gabriele.
Krishna. Gabriele, yes, right.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Janito, give me a
Yeah.
give me a support here.
Yeah, sure. Where is this going?
In the persona, how it's not is the better place, but so let's be yes.
Yeah.
We stay here. In the back